Welcome back, Lee family. Today we are doing the first full food review. We've been doing food reviews over on TikTok for about 2 years now, but today is the first full all-out food review, and we are at Fogo de Chao, which is a steakhouse here in Las Vegas. We are celebrating my mama's 54th birthday. She has no idea my brother's coming to town, so this is her reaction when she first saw him.
Hello, good people. Hello, good people. Hello.
You know what? I knew you was coming. You knew I was there. Ronnie, get her from me. Get her
Put it down.
One of the only things my mama wanted for her birthday was to spend a whole day with Carter. So that's why she acting like that. She ain't seen us all day. While we waiting to get set, she's staring me and Ronnie up and down like, where have y'all been all day? Like, look at the mean mug she giving us. Like, where have you been?
There you go. There they go.
You miss him?
She know what it means, huh? She about to start talking.
Fogo de Chao is a Brazilian steakhouse, which is basically just a fancy buffet. So they bring all of these meats that's listed below around constantly if you have your meat sticker green. And the meat sticker is basically just a sticker that they put in the middle of the table. Everybody gets one. And one side is green, one side is red. Green means that you want meat. Red means that you don't want meat. And they randomly just pick from all of these meats and they just walk around and they offer them to you. And you can say yes or no. Now, if you don't want to partake in a buffet style, you can just order an entree separately. But me personally, the entrees was $45, but the buffet was $65. I will go with the buffet because you get access to the salad bar and you get to try a whole bunch of new meats you probably never tried before. So we all chose to do the buffet. We got sparkling water and regular spring water. This sparkling water is terrible. I don't know who drink Pellegrino. It's a certain community out there that do, but y'all are different. I've always heard people say that sparkling water tastes like TV static, but Pellegrino's on a different level. So for starters, they pass out this complimentary cheese bread. Now, I will give you a forewarning. I do not know all of the proper names to these foods because I am not very well versed in Brazilian culture. And I just honestly didn't remember the names of them. So I'm going to just interpret them how I interpret them without being disrespectful, of course. But this is a cheesy bread. That's exactly what it is. It's just a bunch of cheese in a dinner roll. I gave it like an 8 out of 10.
Maybe with some
Oh, now your leg hurt? On top of your back?
That's my ankle.
Your ankle? How you do that?
I just left practice. I'm okay.
Told you skip today.
What'd you look at? How you think we're going to have potato salad?
They know you do it in Texas. I mean, not our time.
Yeah.
Oh, you want a bigger one?
No, I'm
How about that? You can transfer yourself over to this one.
My mom is hilarious. She was looking for potato salad, and for some reason, my brother got rice and beans. Out of everything that was allotted to him, that's the first thing he went to. I opted for the roasted garlic because I think roasted garlic enhances a lot of flavors to a lot of dishes, like a good meat. Or she said this was chitlins. I don't know why. I don't know what my mama was on, but she said she thought that was chitlins. I don't know what that is. Again, I'm not very well versed when it comes to Brazilian culture, so don't take it personal. I'm just making observations, and my mama making observations that she thought that was chitlins. I went straight for the brown sugar and black peppercorn bacon, and I wasn't the only one that thought my brother was weird.
eat black beans.
I don't eat black beans, no. I do not.
Your brother eats rice with black beans on top.
I do not eat no black beans. I don't really like beans in general.
She can be so messy at times. She just had to relay that message. But I went straight to this aged prosciutto. It was marbled perfectly. It looked delicious. So I had her pass me a few slices of that. I don't really have a well-diverse plate so far. But it's okay. I wasn't the only one.
Come here, made you a salad.
Yeah. I hope this was cheese. I didn't know what it was. It looked like Parmesan.
He said they put the peas in it. I don't know what that is. Yeah, it looks like potato salad.
I'll try it some corn.
It looks like potato salad.
Like this one?
She said she was looking for some potato salad,
Not
but
at a Brazilian spot.
yeah, that's what I said. She said, well, they ain't gonna make it like we do, but.
So after you get all your sides, you go back to the table and you eat a little bit, but not too much because they're about to start coming around with the meat. If you look at the table, you can see like the red signs. As soon as you sit down, you should turn those over and get ready for them to serve you meat. This lady is walking around with some kind of Brazilian drink. I think it was like rum infused with a bunch of fruit, but nobody at the table really drinks. So we all kind of politely turned it down, but we all waited for the food. And Carter is having the time of her life because she knows she about to eat.
What I hear about some Disney?
What'd you say?
What I hear about Disney?
That we do Disney World this time
When and where?
for her birthday.
You're not.
No?
I want to go. I'm going to be delivering a baby.
That's right.
And I will cause a riot if you guys go without me.
Yeah. When you do?
I've never been to Disney World.
You do in November?
October.
October? Yeah.
I have the chicken legs. Yeah, I'll take
Yeah,
a chicken.
Chicken legs.
Thank you.
What they say that the fun began. The first meat that was brought around was a chicken leg. It was juicy, it was tender, it was good.
I'll take a small piece of lamb.
Each time I'm gonna get smoother.
Would you like to try one chicken?
No thanks.
Did y'all hear me say a small piece of lamb? He slid off a full dinosaur-sized piece of lamb onto my plate after I clearly said, okay, it's all right, whatever. I took a small bite because I thought I used to like lamb, but apparently I don't no more. It was not good at all. It was so gamey and tough and unedible. I didn't like it at all.
I guess I don't like lamb.
The more higher.
You want the pork ribs?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I was eating a piece of bacon to get the taste of lamb out of my mouth, and he said pork ribs, and I couldn't even speak. I forgot how to talk for a second. I was like, yeah. But I started eating the prosciutto, and then I mixed the prosciutto with the cheese bread. The prosciutto was a 10 out of 10. The cheese bread was 8 out of 10, like I said before. And then I tried the chicken leg. The chicken leg was amazing. It was juicy. It almost fell off the bone, but it was juicy. It was seasoned well. I gave it a 7 out of 10. 7.5. Actually, I give it an 8. I give it an 8. Especially for like a roasted chicken, yeah, I give it an 8. Look, now they starting to roll out the big boys. They brought out the bacon wrapped chicken, but first I got to try this pork rib. And when I tell you, this pork rib was scrumdiddlyumptious, it was seasoned perfectly. I mean, like the perfect level of saltiness. The rib get a 10 out of 10 without question. But then they brought out some mashed potatoes and this unknown thing. I didn't know what it was.
Like at Texas, you kind of be looking for them.
I don't know. What is it?
There he goes. He the one who brought
It's like
it.
a fried. Maybe fried.
He the one who brought it.
Excuse me. Can you explain this? What's this?
More this?
What is it? No, I was saying, what is it?
That's a polenta.
Oh, a polenta,
Yeah, it's
a
the corn meal.
Oh, okay.
Corn meal. Yeah,
For sure.
that's a new one here.
For sure.
It's
Thank
so
you.
nice.
sure.
What's up, you think?
He said it was fried polenta mixed with cornmeal, but it tastes like a sweet potato fry almost. It was like a little corn fritter / sweet potato fry. It was good. I gave it like an 8 out of 10.
Bottom slice steak.
Yes, please.
I do actually.
What is it?
It's a bottom slice steak.
That's please.
Boy, when they come around with the meats, I be damn near about to bite my tongue speaking so fast. Yes, please. Yeah, I knew I wanted it. It was so juicy. It was probably the juiciest cut of meat that I had this whole time. But it lacked flavor, so I gave it like a 7.5, maybe an 8. I had to go in for something else immediately afterward. I went back to the bacon wrapped chicken. I think that's what that was. The bacon wrapped chicken was fire. The bacon wrapped chicken was like a 9 out of 10.
The new, what's his name? Her
Jackson?
Jackson. It's gonna be light skin.
Probably. The new baby.
Once she eats both.
What?
The 6 person.
He said he think he or she gonna be light skinned.
What's with Jackson?
Jackson.
That's the name?
You don't like it? I don't. You don't like it? I can see by that face, man. It don't seem like you like it
He
much.
didn't like Carter, and now he loves Carter.
Not Jackson. Jackson.
J-A-X.
Jaxen. So not Jackson. 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 Like Jax for short.
We talked about the name for like 20 minutes. My dad is one of those people that's very skeptical about things until they come to fruition. Y'all should have saw when I first told him we was having a kid. But now he loved Carter. He just one of those people. He just very skeptical at first, but he fall in love with it after it's done. So I think Jackson is a really, really cute name. For a boy or a girl, all of our names that we pick are usually gender neutral. Like Carter can go for a boy or a girl. But let's get right back to the meats. This is a top sirloin steak that he brought. It was a medium rare and it was trash. It had no flavor to it. It was barely tender. It was a 0 out of 10. This is a bacon wrapped steak. I don't know what cut of steak it is, but it was too much. Like, you know when people say they're going vegan or they're going vegetarian because meat tastes too much like meat? That's what it tasted way too much like meat. Like it tastes like it came straight off the cow and it wasn't cooked.
What?
I don't like that one.
The bacon one? Having the time of her life.
Carter was having the time of her life, and I just want to give a shout out to the waiter that we had. He was amazing. Now it's time to bring out the dessert menus.
You can't hold it, but you can read it. You see what them is? Uh-huh.
And he's gonna do something.
Wow. Where you at?
Happy birthday
To you. Ta ta ta.
Yeah.
This is from Carter, Keith, and Ronnie.
Oh, thank you.
You're
I
welcome.
like the bag. That's pretty.
Never.
Never, ever.
Great.
It's only been a month. That's wild.
To add to your Michael Kors collection. Yeah. Yeah.
We did gift exchange, and then Ronnie's dessert came. She got a strawberry cheesecake. And I ain't gonna lie, she be gassing sometimes.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10? You be gassing. It's like a 6.
It's better without the strawberry.
Happy birthday.
So does. You're welcome, Mama. Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Gianna.
Overcame a lot.
The bill came, Carter grabbed it and gave it straight to her mama. Wrong person, bucko. We just made it back home. Honestly, I don't like steakhouses because I'm still hungry. Like, they give you a bunch of meat, so right there in the moment, you feel like you full, but like nothing's stuck. Like nothing's stuck to me, so I'm still hungry. Like it wasn't enough carbs. It wasn't enough carbs. It was just all meat.
Oh, I'm full.
But my mama enjoyed her birthday. I'm still kind of hungry. I'm gonna probably go get something to eat.
Who's baby?
The big homie. You have fun, mama?
And happy St. Patrick's Day.
But as always, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bells. Peace out, Lee family.